What is going on, guys? It is your boy the Pad Goat Gaming coming at you again with another video, and today guys we have Blurple Croc. So on my last stream when we were trying to win with every leader in OP10, I randomly stumbled across this Blurple Croc list from my subscriber Dolph, so shout out to Dolph. But this list is absolutely freaking badass, guys. The only change that we made from his list to ours is running 3000 worlds instead of the gravity blade. But other than that, I give this whole list credit to him. It is absolutely awesome, and I don't know if there is another deck that can handle a 10 drop Shanks, or really any big drop for that matter. Any big drop absolutely gets destroyed by this deck. Mostly because of the 4 of Red Rocks and the 4 of All Sunday. If you have a Miss All Sunday on board on the turn they play their 10 drop, you block with this, you recycle a Red Rock, and you just keep the cycle going over and over again. And I think this deck actually has a positive matchup into Shanks, probably either 50-50 or 55-45. I mean, there's really no stats to back that up other than the games that I've played, because nobody plays Blurple Croc. And it also has a relatively good matchup into Blackbeard, which you really wouldn't expect. But with the amount of card advantage and with the amount of removal you have in the deck, your 3000 worlds are able to hit the Burgesses, your Red Rocks get rid of the 10 drop, and you just slowly outvalue them, especially when they're discarding a card every turn to get rid of your on-play abilities. Eventually you just... They have 2 or 3 cards in their hand, and you have a 4 or 5 cards in your hand using your Croc ability every turn, always removing their characters and just countering out all the time. And it's a really hard matchup for them, actually. And the real star of the deck, guys, we have Okama-Way. Okama-Way, I did not know this card existed. It came out in EBO1, and a lot of people don't know this card exists. Like, there was so many games I played where I played Okama-Way and they were like, oh, I didn't know this was a card. But it's really an infinite counter. It is an infinite counter as long as you have a 1 character on your board. It is Dawn -1. If your leader has Baroque Works in its types, choose one of your characters. It becomes the target of the attack. So if your opponent swings a 50k at you, you redirect it to one of your 1-cost searchers or your 2-cost searchers, and that is going to be I mean, if they invest 10 Dawn, you're probably going to win, because you're going to be able, 1, recycle the Okama-Ways, you're going to have multiple in hand, you're going to be able to set up a blocker the following turn, and then you go from there. All you need is 1 Dawn to use this. Absolutely insane. And the deck is just super resilient, guys. Very, very fun to play, and has positive matchups into Shanks and Blackbeard, in my opinion, which is crazy. Like, not super positive, but good enough matchups into the 2 best decks in the format that this deck, to me, can be considered rogue viable, which I did not... Like, I had this deck in the dirt, in the grave, never to be touched again, but Dolph has opened my eyes to the sauce of the Blurple Croc, and I think this deck is really cool. And if you want to give it some time, like, and I was finding success with this, which is a pretty... It's not an easy deck to play, and I think if you actually put a lot of time into it, you can find a good amount of success into Shanks, into Blackbeard, if you really take the time to learn those matchups. So yeah, guys. And against Purple Luffy, I had a really good game again into it, but I did not have it recorded. But once again, you could remove a lot of their board. You can really out-grind them. And as long as you're able to find your Miss All Sundays, you're going to be in a good spot. So yeah, guys, in today's video, we're going to be going through the card by card. I have 2 ranked games against a Shanks and a Blackbeard, and I think our 3rd Shanks game is an unranked game, but still a really good matchup that I had into a Shanks player. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy. We're going... Did I say we're getting into the card by card? But we are getting to the card by card, because I do want to go in depth on this list. And then we're getting the games in for you. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We're almost to we're not almost to 500 subs, but we're on the road to 500 subs. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the support, and let's go. Okay, guys, so getting into the card by card, starting off with the leader. If you don't know what Blurple Croc does, his ability, well, he's blue-purple. His ability is Dawn X1. After you activate an event, you may draw 1 card if you have 4 or less cards in your hand and haven't drawn a card using this leader's effect during this turn. So it's a very heavy card draw. I decked out with this deck. I actually decked out and lost the game. So you get a lot of card draw, you have a lot of removal, and a lot of options with this leader. So the first card we're going over is the Mr. 1 Daz Bones. This is a 5-cost 6k power character with counter 1000. If your leader's type includes Baroque Works, this character gains plus 1000 power for every 2 events in your trash, and then on play, draw 2, trash 1. So really strong card, kind of like your Jesus Burgess with your Blackbeard. We're running so many events, so this card is often a 7k at least, or even an 8k, 9k if it's later in the game. Really nice card, and combos really well with the 7-drop Crocodile. This card's ability is on play up to 1 character card with the cross guild type, or with a type including Baroque Works and a cost of 5 or less from your hand. So not only is this card able to establish itself and usually the Mr. 1 Daz Bones, but it can also play down a blocker such as your Miss All Sunday. It can play down the other Miss All Sunday. So a really versatile card and works really well, especially if you're able to get this Mr. 1 to be a more powerful character. Next, we're running the 3-drop Miss All Sunday blocker. This card probably is the best in the deck. Very strong. 3 cost, 1k, counter 1000 blocker. On KO, return up to 1 event card from your trash to your hand, so you're able to recycle all of your removal. You're able to recycle your Okama Ways and your 0-cost events. Probably the card that makes this deck go round. Next, just the 2k Crocodile. I never played this card, really just a 2k. For our searcher, we're running Mr. 3 Galdino. This searches for Cross Guild and also Baroque Works, searches the top 4. Very nice searchers, and the searchers are important in this deck to keep them on board so you can redirect your opponent's attacks with Okama Way. If they swing something huge, you can just redirect it right back at the Mr. 3. Next, we're playing 2 of the Miss Wednesday. This is a 3-cost 4k blocker with counter 1000. On opponent's attack, you don -1, and then you add an active don. So even on a turn where you use all your don, this card is able to hold 1 don up, which is very important for your Okama Ways. Next, running 2 of the 8-cost Croc. This is, for me, I would like to play 4 of this, but I didn't find a need for 4 of. I think the 2 of worked really nice. On play, don -2, you gain a life, and then when opponents attack, don -1, draw 1, trash 1. So later in the game, this can come up really nice if it's able to stick on board and you're able to get that free draw 1, trash 1 every turn. You're able to find exactly what you need from the deck. Next, running 2 of the Miss All Sundays, 5 cost 5k. On play, add up to 1 rested Dawn, and if you have 6 or more Dawn, you draw a card. Also a relevant trigger, Dawn -2, play this card. Next, running another searcher, which is the Miss Valentine. This is a Baroque Work searcher, searches the top 5, and also can play herself from life as well with the trigger, Dawn -1. For another 2k, we're running the Miss Doublefinger. This is a 4-cost 4k character, counter 1000. On play, trash 1 from your hand, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it, and also trigger Dawn -1, play this card. This card I played more often than the other 2k Croc, just because it gives you access to ramp a little bit, and it can give you that extra little bit of pressure if you get it from life and you're able to go for game the following turn. So really nice 2k here. Next, running 2 of the 0-cost events in blue and 2 of the 0-cost events in purple. These are really nice with the deck. Like, say you have 5 cards in your hand and you use this on your opponent's turn, you counter out from a 7k attack, you discard like an 8-cost Croc, and then you go to 3 cards. This will trigger your leader ability even if you activate this when you're at 5 cards in hand, because once it resolves, you are at 3 cards in hand, or even if you're at 6 cards in hand. Once it resolves, you'll be at 4 or 3 cards, and you will trigger your Croc and draw a card. So really nice inclusion here with the 0-cost events. And for our removal, we're running 4 of the 3000 Worlds, removes a 5-cost. And then for the Red Rock, obviously removes anything for 6 Dawn. And then, of course, the 4 of Okama Way. Absolutely fucking nasty. Love this card, and really gives this deck that extra bit of staying power that really no other deck like this has. Like, this is able to keep you alive for so long. And yeah, guys, that is the list. I think it's really cool. It's actually good. It is usable. It has some good matchups into Shanks, Blackbeard, and a lot of the very powerful decks in the format currently. Probably its worst might be Zoro. Like, a really aggro Zoro list will give this deck some trouble. But I think you're willing to take that if you're doing well into Shanks and Blackbeard. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into the games. Okay, guys, going up against the bully of the format. Usually Blackbeard just absolutely shits on any off-meta leader, but we're going to show him exactly what Blue Purple Croc is about. So getting into it here, we're going second, which is I think what we want to do. We want to get him off that 10 cost 10 cost Blackbeard turn just so we have enough time to set up what we want to do. So here we're going to start off with 2 searches. We're going to find a 2K and then we have a couple of choices here. So Mr. 1, Miss All Sunday, or the 8-drop Croc. Trying to decide like what is actually going to be usable in this matchup. I think this was my first time playing it, and we decided with the Mr. 1 just because it can be a huge attacker going later in the game. So here on his 3-down turn, he's going to discard the I bid 500 million berries. He's going to swing a 5 at us, and of course we're going to counter out early, guys, just because we're going to be able to use that Croc ability to its maximum potential. So here he plays down his Lafitte. He's going to find a Burgess, and if he plays down that Burgess, completely fine with us. We have 3,000 worlds, the absolute perfect answer to a Burgess. So here on our 4-down turn, we're going to swing a 2K into his Lafitte. And we don't really want to play anything here. We can play down the blocker Miss Wednesday, but if we do, then he might just KO it with the Shiryu. So we're thinking here, we're just going to play down the 2K actually and Rampadon. We didn't want to play down the 3 cost just because of the Shiryu value, and it just might have gone to complete waste. This way we at least established an attacker. We Rampadon, and once again we don't really care about cards in this matchup. 1, because we're going to be able to use the Croc ability, and 2, because he's going to be giving us so many cards from the Black Holiness and trying not to let our on-play abilities work. So he's going to play down his Kuzan, immediately get his Burgess out, and that is exactly what we want here. So here I don't think we're going to be able to utilize the Croc ability on this turn because we're going to... Oh, yes, we do. So we can play down the Searcher just to be able to use our Croc ability. And it wasn't even going to be able to do anything the rest of the game because he's going to be Black Holing us pretty much the whole time. So we clear the Burgess, we use the Croc ability, still have 5 cards in hand, and we have a lot of playable cards for next turn. We are looking for more 3,000 worlds. We're looking for more Red Rocks. And I think this matchup can be really, really good for us because Blackbeard's usually just swinging 5s and 6s. And if they're able to give us free counters pretty much every turn, we're going to be adding up that value over time. Because where you don't want to be with Blue Purple Croc is when you have 7 or 8 cards in hand and your opponent's swinging like 8 and 9s at you and you're not able to counter out and you're forced to take a life. You want to be where they're swinging 5s and 6s. You give them a 2K, you give them a 1K, and then you're able to perfectly utilize your leader ability. So here he's going to get another Lafitte search off. He finds a stronger, and then he's going to play it on his Shiryu, clear our Searcher. Completely fine with us. Absolutely no problem with that. And here he's probably going to Black Hole us. Yeah, he gives us another card. Here we do draw a Red Rock. And at this point, we don't really know what to do here. So we're going to swing a 2K at the Lafitte. And we can use the Red Rock to clear the Shiryu and draw a card. And I think that's actually what we're going to do. Just because we really have nothing. I mean, we could have established a Mr. 1 or the 7-drop Croc, but he is Black Holing us. So we're just going to do that. We're going to start the Red Rock cycle. And as long as we draw Miss All Sunday, we're going to be in a completely fine spot. I just found the value was too much. Just being able to remove a Shiryu, draw a card. It was just too good, guys. And here we're going to use the 0-cost event ability, be able to draw our card off of our leader ability. We draw another 3,000 worlds, and now he has 3 cards in hand because he's been Black Holing us this entire time because he's afraid of us, guys. He is absolutely terrified. So we're going to swing a 7 here, make him give us his another life. He does trigger his I bid 500 million berries. Honestly, it's fine with us at this point. The game has gone really, really well for us. We're still at 3 life. He's down to 3 cards in hand. We're swinging an 8K at face. So if he doesn't want to go down to 0 here, he has to give us 2 2Ks if he has them. And if not, we just play down 3,000 worlds. We remove the Burgess. We draw another card. And even if he plays down 10-drop here, we can just swing 5s. Like we can just swing 5s with our 2Ks, 2K characters, and we're going to be completely fine. So he's going to swing another 5K at us here. And then he's going to use his Hachinisu ability, discard the Shiryu, draw another Burgess. Discard the you discard the Burgess, use the Kuzan ability, put the Burgess on board, and then I'm guessing the 10-drop is coming down here. Yeah, he's going to swing another 5 at us. We're going to use the 0-cost event just to draw a card. We're looking for Red Rocks. We're looking for, yeah, just Red Rock pretty much. Red Rock, Miss Wednesday. There's an Okama away. So now we can just go 5K swing, and he either has to block here or give us his last card in hand. And he's going to give us his last card. We're going to play down the Mr. 1, play down another Mr. 1, and then just pass the turn. We're not in danger of losing the game. We're still at 3 life. He's just cooked. Absolutely cooked. Absolute dominance displayed by the Blue Purple Croc here over the Blackbeard, and really just shows you how good this matchup can be for us. One, they like to swing at us often and with low numbers. Two, all of their characters are removable by our very good removal. And yeah, it's just a strong matchup for us, guys. He's going to swing a 15 into us, and once again, just in no danger of losing this game. A very dominant win into the Blackbeard here. Our Mr. 1s are 8k attackers, and not even close. Not even close. So there he gets the block off, and now we can just swing. We can swing whatever we want, and he's going to lose the game. And that is going to be it against the Blackbeard player. Next, getting into the Shanks Frozen Brain. We're going to go ahead and play down our Mr. 3, find a 2k, and be looking okay here. We're off to a pretty good start. Like, we have the 5-cost Miss All Sunday for next turn, but we aren't able to swing on the turn we play that, which kind of sucks. But here we're going to get a search off. Going to find we have an 8-cost Croc, we have Okama Way, we have Miss Wednesday. So a bunch of good searchable targets here, just trying to decide what would be best for us. The Okama Way is really, really nice into this matchup because you're pretty much able to completely negate their Shanks play. He's going to swing a 6 into us. We're going to 2k out of it. And now we can just play down our Miss Wednesday, draw a card, and be looking nice for next turn to play down our Croc into the Mr. 1. He's going to play his Luffy, swing a 6 at us. We're going to give him a 2k. Then he's going to swing a 7. And it looks like we have to take this. Well, we could use a 0-cost event, but we're still at 4 life, and we're not sure if we want to give that to him just yet. So here we can swing a 5 with the Miss All Sunday, make him use his leader ability. Now we can swing a 6 with our leader, make him give us a 2k or take the life, play down the Croc, draw 2, trash 1 with our Mr. 1. And now we have the 0-cost event available, so we can draw a card off of that. We also have 2 1ks, and next turn we can start the Red Rock cycle, as long as we find our Miss All Sunday blocker. So he's going to play down his Rayleigh, which I was really scared about that, and he ends up having it, clears our Miss All Sunday, clears our Mr. 1, which really, really sucks, before he was able to get bigger than the 6k. And now on our 10 Dawn turn, once again, we do draw the All Sunday, so perfect for us. Absolutely dream turn. We're able to play the All Sunday, give 1 Dawn to our leader, and Red Rock the Rayleigh away. And now we can just start cycling the Red Rocks here. So we're going to start swinging at him with some okay numbers, just getting those cards out of Shanks' hand. I feel like Shanks always has so many cards in hand, bro. He plays down another Rayleigh, he's able to remove our Crocodile. So we're going to have to get rid of that again. And we just want to make sure we keep drawing those Miss All Sunday blockers. Going to swing a 6 into us, then a 7. We're going to block there, get the Red Rock back in our hand. And there is another Red Rock off the top. So even if we don't find the Miss All Sunday here, we're going to be able to establish those Red Rocks. Even if he has his 10-drop Shanks, we do find another Miss All Sunday with the search there. So here we're going to put 1 Dawn on the leader. We're not able to play the All Sunday and Red Rock there and leave 1 Dawn up for our leader, but instead we're just going to 3000 Worlds the Luffy away. And now we can swing a 6 into the Hongo and leave 1 Dawn up for the Okama Way. So absolutely perfect turn again for us there. And once again, just drawing cards every turn. He's Rayleigh'd us. What is that, the third Rayleigh? Third Rayleigh. We're going to get back the 0-cost event. He swings a 7 at us. Now we can use the 0-cost event and either the Okama Way, the Searcher, use the leader ability, draw another card. There is the Miss All Sunday again. We're going to go down to 2 life here. We find the 3rd Red Rocks. Now we can just reap the best play in the game, guys. Miss All Sunday, 1 Dawn on leader and a Red Rock. We're going to start with a 6k swing. This could have been bad in case he triggered something that KO'd my All Sunday, but either way, just Red Rocking the Rayleigh away. He's good. Oh, and then he he is hitting us with all of his best cards right now. Like everything he could possibly have, he is getting. And then we get the 3rd Red Rock into our hand, which kind of sucks at this point. We go down to 0, and at this point I was like, oh shit, we're fucked, this game is over. But we do trigger the Miss All Sunday, which is very fortunate, but honestly we deserve it. 3 Rayleighs into a Beckman is fucking crazy. So here we're gonna swing a 5 with the All Sunday. We have the Okama Way, so we're going to be able to, we have 2 Okama Ways. 2 Okama Ways. We don't have any blockers, but here we can just start swinging little numbers at him and slowly ticking him down. And honestly, I still can't believe we won this game. This was an absolute banger. So we're going to start with the Red Rock, get rid of that freaking Rayleigh, swing a 7 and leave 2 Okama Ways up. And at this point, he honestly just thinks he won the game unless he knows about the Okama Way. So he's going to swing a 5 into us, give him a Mr. 1. Then he's going to attach, yeah, he attaches all 10 onto the Beckman, and then we just Okama Way him, guys. And that is the benefit of playing this deck. People just don't have any experience into it because nobody plays it. He even says, I had no idea that was a thing. Well, that is the only infinite counter card in the game to my knowledge. Yeah, Okama Way is just fucking crazy. And that give us a chance into this game just because of that. And even if he didn't do that, we still had 2 Okama Ways up. We still had the red rocks, and we might have been able to come back either way. Once again, leaving 2 Don up here. If he wants to do all on his leader and swing, he can do that. He's going to play down the Shanks. And even if he knows we have it, like, there's nothing he can do. He just swings a 12 at face. We Okama Away, Don -1, put it add to the Searcher. And now we have, we can just start the chain again. We have the red rock in hand. And once again, just whittling him down slowly. We could play the 8-drop Croc here, but I don't think that is the play. We need to get rid of that 10-drop Shanks. We draw a 2k, so we have 2 2ks in hand and a 1k. So looking relatively safe, and of course we're going to bluff the Okama Ways, guys. You ain't playing this deck right if you are not bluffing your Okama Ways. And this All Sunday is putting in so much work, just getting those 6k swings off every turn. He's going to swing another 5 at us. We're going to give him a 2k. And then he plays down the other 10-drop Shanks. He's able to remove our Miss All Sunday. If he did have the other 10-drop Shanks there, then we were cooked. But luckily, that was just luck. But I mean, this is he's played really well against us. He's hit some of his best cards over and over again, and we are still fucking in it. We gain a life there with 8-cost Croc, and if we're able to survive this turn, I mean, we could go for game next turn. There's a lot of options. If we draw another Miss Okama Way from our top life, here we have the Croc ability. We're gonna go ahead and use it just to try to find either a blocker or the Okama Way. Here he swings a 9 at us, and we have to counter out of this, or else he would go for game unless that last life is an Okama Way. So we're gonna give him 3 cards, and then he has 6 Dawn left, and then his 12k swing, he's gonna swing a 13 into us, and then we draw another 2k out of life. He finds the Lucky Root blocker, and then we top deck the 3000 Worlds, boys. That is the power of this deck. We're just drawing so many cards. We're filtering with the 8-cost Croc. We're going to be able to find exactly what we need, and it may seem like luck, but if you've seen blue luck, like luck, you create your own luck. Like, because we're drawing so many cards, we're able to get further in our deck than any. This deck might draw more cards than any other deck. Maybe Boa draws more, but yeah, with the 8-cost Croc ability, Don -1, just being able to cycle over and over again, it's so nice. We get him down to 1 card in life here. And once again, guys, we have the Okama Way available. We're going to swing a 6 and just bluff the fuck out of him. We're going to bluff until we cannot bluff anymore. We have 0 life. We have 4 Dawn. And let's just see what he does. So we're going to do that. And once again, the Croc ability giving us the Okama Way off the top. So we're going to Okama Way, send it to the Mr. 2, draw another card off the leader. There's the Miss All Sunday. We're going to counter out of this 2k, and then he has 10 Dawn left. This is either 10-drop Shanks or we win the game, and either way, at this point, we fucking win the game. We make our own luck, boys. Okama Way for the fucking win. We take down the Shanks in one of the best games I've ever played, honestly. Like, fucking awesome game. I'm so glad y'all got to see that. If you made it to this far of the video. But yeah, those are the games for today. I do have another game of Blue Purple Croc if you want to check it out. It was on my last video at the very end, and we get in a really nice game of Blue Purple Croc into Shanks. But either way, guys, fucking awesome game there. Let's get into the post game. Okay, guys, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that. Shanks game was a fucking banger, an absolute banger. Yeah, really fun playing this deck. And like, it may seem like it was a little bit lucky, but once again, like, I stand by consistency can be luck. Like, that can be viewed as a form of luck, but if your deck is naturally consistent, then is it really luck? Because you're going to be seeing so many more cards than your opponent. You're going to be getting through your deck very quickly, and if you're playing the deck correctly, you're going to find exactly what you need most of the time. Some games, obviously, you'll get unlucky and you won't see shit. But yeah, this deck is really cool. I think it can be a viable rogue pick, especially when the 2 most popular decks, Shanks and Blackbeard, this deck can compete with. So yeah, guys, though, that is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, comment Dolph in the comment section below. DOLF. Yeah, my sub gave me this list, and yeah, it was a banger. Thank you, Dolph. Really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll see you later.